Hey y'all, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. My name's Stephanie, and I'm happy you're here. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, I would love it if you would click that little red button and stick around for a little while. I have a bunch of fun projects on the way. Today I want to show you how I made these super cute, super easy DIY bumblebee candle holders for spring and summer. I use a large glass floral bowl from Dollar Tree, a 4-inch candle plate from Hobby Lobby, and some E6000 to create the top portion of the candle holder. I flip the floral bowl upside down and apply the E6000 all the way around the bottom of the bowl. Then I put the candle plate on top of the bowl, making sure it's as centered as possible. I always put a heavy candle on top and let it dry for 24 hours to make sure I have a good strong hold. If you want to be able to work with this immediately, you can put a few drops of hot glue here and there, but please make sure you don't mix the E6000 in the hot glue because it will not hold. For the base of the candle holder, I use a 5-inch candle plate from Walmart, one of these football toys from Dollar Tree, and some of the Crafter's Square twine also from Dollar Tree. I start by cutting the football about 2.5 inches from the bottom. I was able to easily use a craft knife and some scissors to cut through the material. Once I have the football cut, I trim around the bottom so that it sets flush with the plate, then I use a generous amount of hot glue to attach it. Now that the football is attached to the plate, it's time to start creating the beehive. I'm going to be using the twine from Crafter's Square, and I start at the very bottom, and using a little bit of hot glue, I attach the twine and wrap the entire football. I use little dabs of hot glue here and there as needed. I also tried to get the twine as close together as possible. But if you see gaps, it's okay because we're going to go back and put another layer of twine on top, working our way back down. Once I had the football completely wrapped with the twine, I started at the very top and worked my way back down to the bottom of the hive. I made sure that when I was doing this, I was using hot glue so I could cover all of the little areas that didn't get covered the first time I wrapped the football. Once the hive was completely covered, it needed an entrance, and I found that this little candle snuffer that I found at Dollar Tree was the perfect size, so I took a black marker and traced around it about where I thought the entrance should be. After I had the entrance traced, I used some folk art black enamel paint and a small paintbrush to fill it in. I only needed one coat of paint, but I made sure that it was fully painted and the brown of the twine was not showing through. Once the paint was dry, I used some more of the Crafter's Square twine and wrapped it around the entrance 3 times. I wanted my beehive to look like it was filled with honey, so I took my hot glue and I put a glob of hot glue on the very front part of the entrance and let some of it drip down. This was super easy, but it does take a little bit of time to dry. After the honey was completely dry, I took some King's Gold apple barrel paint and a small paintbrush and gave it several good coats of paint. I wanted to make sure this really looked like honey, and it does take several coats to cover the hot glue, but it's worth it in the end. This is how both of my beehives turned out. I think they're super cute and they're both a little different, and that's exactly what I wanted. I was able to find these little bees on eBay. They are the Safari LTD Good Luck Minis, and they are the perfect size for this project. I wanted each of the hives to have 3 bees, so I just played around with the placement until I was happy with them. Once I was happy with the placement of the bees, I took a little bit of hot glue and glued them into place. Now that the bees are in place, it's time to put the top down. This is a little bit tricky because it's a super snug fit, but I took my time and put the top on at a slight angle so I was able to work the bees, the honey, and the entrance all into the bowl. Once I had all that in the bowl, I took my fingernail and a small paintbrush and used it to squish the bottom of the hive up inside the bowl. This is going to take a little bit of time, but it creates a super snug fit. Once I got the top on, I used some E6000 to hold it in place and give it a secure permanent hold. I found some of the smaller nautical rope at Dollar Tree and used it to give the candle holders a nice finished look. I start on the back side of the hive and hot glue the rope all the way around the base of the bowl where the plate was visible. This is how the 2 candle holders turned out. I absolutely love them. I think they're super adorable, and they're going to be perfect for summer and spring in my decor this year. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please hit that button and stick around. I've got a lot of fun projects on the way.